I really wish this was like more aesthetic. Welcome to a typical what I eat in a day. Some background information before we actually get in the kitchen. One, I'm not a health professional. I am not a nutritionist. We need to get all the disclaimers out the way already, all right? I cannot advise you on what you should and should not be eating for your personal well-being because everybody's goals and what they want their life and energy levels to look like is very, very, very different. Number two, I thought this video would be fun to make because I am somebody who takes stimulants for my ADHD, and because of that, I have to be very strategic about what I eat, when I eat it, and how often I eat. Currently 8:49 a.m. on a beautiful spring mix of summer day because of how hot it is today. And I was gonna go straight into cooking breakfast because I actually woke up hungry this morning. I'm usually never hungry before 9 a.m., but I've been hungry since about 8 this morning, even like 7:30. So girl, we need to get something to eat. I just took Cashew outside before I started shooting, and every single time I bring him inside from going to the bathroom in the morning, he gets his favorite treat, a greenie. Cashew loves a greenie. He does anything for a greenie. I don't even want to list the things that he has done for a greenie. He gets a greenie every single morning, and he'll snack on this as I get the rest of his breakfast ready and my breakfast ready. He will literally just stand here and wait for it. Hi. As somebody with ADHD, I also literally struggle so bad with decision paralysis and decision fatigue. So literally having like 1 to 2 breakfast options within my kitchen at all times is like my best bet. So I usually switch between like 5 things max, but on a regular weekly basis, I only have about 2 to 3 breakfast options because I already am very loud in the head in the morning. I don't want to think about breakfast too. I always forget how good avocado toast is until I get on an avocado toast kick because girl, one thing I'm gonna do is have me some avocado toast. Our ingredients are very simple. The most we're literally gonna do is toast the bread. I love an easy breakfast. I don't know how I forgot my red pepper flakes, but girl, red pepper flakes on top always. I used to put it on my avocado like in the midst of the rest of the seasonings, but I've noticed I liked it a lot better when it's used as like a topper. And speaking of topper, clearly only half of my plate has salmon on it because I did not have enough salmon for a full smoked salmon avocado toast. I did have some feta in the fridge, and because I didn't want to have a half protein toast, I just threw some feta on the other half. It's another delicacy I like to make. It's very good. Feta is literally so good. Best apple juice on the planet. Don't play. Advances in my system for the day, and I honestly need to go pick up my new prescription because that was my last one. Yoinks. I really have to focus on healthy fats and proteins when it comes to taking this Vyvanse because, like, trigger warning, weight loss. I lost like 10 pounds in the span of 4 weeks when I first started taking Vyvanse because it diffused and got rid of my appetite so much to the point where I simply was eating like a literal toddler / bird. I really focus on protein and fatty acids to maintain my current weight and energy levels, and also Vyvanse works a lot better when you have a lot of protein and fatty healthy fats. Have I been saying fatty acids? Healthy fats. I meant healthy fats. So things like avocados and like the olive oil drizzle and whatnot. Like I said, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, but this is just based on what I have been doing over the past couple months and what I've been seeing working. Drop a piece of feta. I definitely feel my best when I'm high-ish protein. So I'm not a protein, oh, I need 200 grams of protein today. No, I just eat what I know my body needs and wants and what it thrives on. I don't count calories. I don't count protein. I just eat what I want when I want it in moderation, of course. This isn't gonna be a what aliyah and Cashew eat in a day, but I might as well show you me feeding Cashew as we do a little catch up. Earlier this year, Cashew had some joint problems because he is like a smaller dog, and smaller dogs are known to have back problems because of their body proportions. I also like to put his food in the microwave because it gets him excited to eat. Not saying he doesn't not like eating, but every time I microwave any of his food that I feed him, he gets really excited and likes to eat it regardless. But earlier this year, I thought Cashew was gonna have to have surgery on one of his kneecaps, and it really took a toll on me mentally. And the whole process in terms of like physical therapy and the healing process and everything like that, it would have taken literally like a few months. And the surgery was so serious that they were explaining it to me. If they put the piece that needed to be used to fix what was going on. If it broke, it could make it worse, da 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 da. So it was just a whole thing. But I'm happy to say he has been doing better. He goes to the vet very frequently. His veterinarian knows him very well. We love her and she loves him. Something that I recently started integrating back into his diet are these vet approved probiotics. They're the Purina Pro Plan Flora probiotics, and they're literally just food toppers. Since he's so little and he does get fed twice a day, I only do half a packet in the morning and then half a packet at night when he eats his dinner. He also takes these Zesty Paws. That's why I have them out right now. These are the Zesty Paws 8-in-1 multivitamin mini bites because he is a mini little boy. Cashew's health has been doing a lot better since January. A lot happened in January that you guys did not see because it truly was just a lot going on all at the same time. He's also having fresh pet this morning. His veterinarian loves this dog food for him because he gets excited. It's fresh, there's no preservatives, so it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but honestly, whatever gets him excited. First meal of the day is done for both me and my child, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually get ready for the day, and I'll check in with you guys when it's time for our matcha break for the morning. I'm so excited. Or should I just make it now? I low-key just wanna make it now. The voices, I kind of need that. I am in fact a morning beverage snob. I really am. When I was younger and more new to the beverage scene, it was coffee, as most people do. But as I've gotten older, I started loving this thing called matcha. Have you guys heard of her? Ever since I started drinking matcha, I've noticed just such a better and more natural reaction to caffeine because matcha is green tea. So it's still caffeinated, but it's like a slow increase in caffeination. I hate to talk about ADHD and medication so much in this video, but when I got diagnosed with ADHD back in October, they originally wanted to put me on Adderall. I told my psychiatrist I wasn't really looking to get on Adderall because I don't want to get the crashing that necessarily comes with it. Not my bra showing. Hello? You ain't tell me nothing, that's rude. But every time I explain to people what Vyvanse is like for me and how that kind of impacts like my body, I would compare coffee or like a latte to Adderall and a matcha to Vyvanse, because matcha and Vyvanse do this thing where it's a gradual increase of energy and a slow decline. But usually when you have coffee and Adderall, at least to my knowledge, it's a sharp increase kind of out of nowhere and a sharp decrease and crash out of nowhere. So the reason I wanted to get on something that wasn't as intense as Adderall is because I just know how my energy levels kind of move and how I need to go about my day. So Vyvanse just seemed like a better pick to me. It's funny because when I was talking to my psychiatrist about this, she was like, actually, that makes a lot of sense. I'm also making a paste. I've been trying to learn how to make a paste with my matcha. I've been trying to also learn how to like make microfoam with matcha, but I'm convinced people just do shit like that to make it seem like they're better than the rest of us, when honestly, it all tastes the same anyway. I just want to learn something new. Girls yearn for learning. Another reason I didn't want to get on Adderall is because I don't really want help with focusing. I want help with having a better quality of life, and I think Vyvanse gives me that wholeheartedly because I'm able to go 3 weeks without taking a nap. I'm able to go several days and there isn't 100 voices in my head trying to figure out like what to do with my time. It works for me. I always get really lucky with medication when it comes to mental health stuff because a lot of people struggle a lot with finding the right stuff, but I personally don't think I've had any trouble when it comes to finding medication for my mental health, so I feel like one of the lucky ones for sure. I was gonna make like a vanilla bean foam. I don't even know if I feel like doing that right now, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not making that foam. Cute in theory. Vanilla bean matcha for the day. Freshly made with Nami matcha. Imagine my surprise when my favorite matcha brand, Nami, DM'd me and said, can we send you something? Let's do a taste test, even though we already know it's gonna be good because it's mine and it's Nami. Perfect amount of sweet, perfect amount of vanilla bourbon. This is really her, I'm not gonna lie. It's a few hours later. I'm back with crunchy hair because it was wash day today and I tried a new product actually for TikTok. I tried to do like block party gel, just that on my hair, and this is my wash and go day 0 technically. Yeah, so if I look wet, my hair's completely dry. It's just the whole. Not only did I devour a matcha this morning, I decided I want to try a new matcha at a new place this morning. So we came to this coffee cart here in Charlotte that I hear great things about, and their matcha looks really, really, really good whenever I see it, and it's freshly poured. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and go out and try it. I never leave the house, so we're mixing. I do wish it was a little bit darker, but I'm not gonna knock it until I try it. I don't know if I've expressed this sentiment before. I literally mourn the days where coffee cups, like iced coffee cups, had nothing but like the straw hole in the middle and not like this lip, because this lip is usually for when you drink cold brew and you have to get like the foam through it so you can get the full taste. But I don't know who decided to bring these full throttle, but we have personal beef. I wish there was a lot more matcha in here because it's pretty milky until you drink the actual puree. I need to do like a follow-up video for matcha, like trying every matcha in Charlotte, because I feel like a lot of new places sprouted up and whatnot. You know, if you want to see that, because I also have developed my matcha taste a lot more. So let's see if we need to go on another tour. I feel like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Definitely not worth $10 though. I am back home now, and I am currently taking my lunch out of the oven. This was the first time I tried like the frozen tacos from Trader Joe's. Last time I went, I grabbed them, and I actually like really like them, surprisingly. I'm also gonna throw these green beans in the microwave real quick. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna have chicken tacos. I recently picked these up on my most recent Trader Joe's trip, and they've been such a good option for me for lunch, because literally you just take them out, pop them in the oven for like 7 to 9 minutes on 425, and it's done. It's not the most filling item, but usually whenever I have things that aren't like super protein heavy, I will drink a protein shake or top the meal off with a protein shake. Those are cooling off right now, so that's literally gonna be the only thing that I have for lunch. For dinner, I wanted to make this salmon, 1, because it's about to expire. 2, I haven't had salmon in a really long time, and it's actually one of my favorite easy meal slash things to make. I feel like this salmon looks like the candied salmon that people eat on TikTok. I noticed the other day whenever I make meats and whatnot, I feel like I tend to have the same recipe recycled over and over. And I feel like if there's anything that you gain from today, it's that one thing I'm gonna do is make an easy recipe, because it just makes my life so much easier. I feel like the hardest part of adulthood is trying to figure out what to eat every single day. But like I said, for breakfast, the same thing applies to dinner. So that whole like having 3 to 5 things on rotation makes it so easy to figure out what to eat, so I literally do not have to think. I'll usually make my own marinade when it comes to meats and stuff, but I wanted to try this Kinder's teriyaki marinade because I'm in the mood for teriyaki salmon. Love a good throw of protein in a bag and let it sit for a couple hours. This is our soaking salmon. It's gonna sit in this marinade for a few hours. Tacos are cooled off, so let's dig into that. I really wish this was like more aesthetic and healthy and everything like that, but I don't have any salsa. I don't want any vegetables right now, so literally just eating chicken tacos. And they're pretty darn good for how much they cost and where they come from. Bon appetit. Wow, wow, wow. Did she do it again? We're about to find out. Tonight's dinner, we have zucchini spirals from Trader Joe's. Fresh. Yes. White jasmine rice, teriyaki salmon. We're gonna go around the plate, test it out. I mean, rice is rice, so I know that was gonna be good. Right. Zucchini is one of my favorite veggies. It's my favorite part of the hibachi plate, dare I say. When I saw these in Trader Joe's, I said, you know what? I think I might need that. So, let me bite. Delicious. Of course it is. Teriyaki salmon. It's falling apart, it's falling apart. Alaskan teriyaki salmon. Let's bite. Well, yes. This dinner took no more 15 minutes and a dream. I am happy. Literally after the last time that we spoke, I showered, scrolled on TikTok for a little bit, went and got my meds from the pharmacy, and came down and cooked dinner. I feel great. It's about 8:30, 8:40, and knowing I'm gonna get in the bed at a reasonable hour and my food's gonna be digested at a good hour, because I have to be up early tomorrow. Yeah. Well, yeah. This dinner was so easy. It's so simple. It tastes good. I see a lot of people ask me every time I post my food, oh my gosh, how do you do this? Da, da, da. Cooking's actually really easy once you realize you can kind of season everything the same. Cooking becomes a lot easier, and it's not as hard as people make it seem, literally. That's what I'm talking about. Just a little something extra for dinner. So we have rice with his regular food, going in with some of his food topper, and the other half of his flora, and mix. This wouldn't be a proper what I eat in a day if I didn't share my dessert for the night. Nothing But Cakes came out with a, what is it, strawberry cheesecake. Bundt cake. I saw the flavor come out on TikTok, and then like 2 days later I saw this person doing a mukbang of it in the car, and they literally picked the shit up with their hands and ate it. So like I've been wanting to try it since the first video, but them eating it like a Popeye's biscuit like really just made me feel like, yeah, I need that so bad. Naturally, I'm going through the comments because it's a mukbang. Mind you, I never get mukbang content, so this is just so random. This is the first video I've seen of this person. The comment that really fucked me up and brought tears to my eyes, that steering wheel about to be sticky as fuck. So now I follow this person who does mukbangs on TikTok that just don't be talking about nothing. I saw them eat a Popeye's leg, like a Wingstop flat, and get the crumbs off their shirt and throw it back like candy. Like I found my favorite mukbanger in the world all to this Nothing But Cake. Apparently they upgraded it like Optimus Prime. I need one of these every day till they gone. I'm gonna start buying 2 at a time and then put one in the freezer. The black urge to freeze everything I own. It is currently the end of the day. I am in my pajamas / lounge clothes as I'm about to binge Grey's Anatomy for the night as I start editing this video. With that being said, you have reached the end of this what I eat in a day. I know I don't eat the absolute healthiest and I don't have the most nutritious meals, and I do in fact allow myself a sweet treat whenever I absolutely want it. That should not take away the fact that I still try to do what's best for my body, and I hope you guys are enjoying these kind of lazy girl easy recipes and food ideas that I provide through these videos. And let me know if you guys want to see some more of these things. I know we talked a lot about my ADHD and medication in this video, so if you guys also want to hear a little bit more about that as an adult who got diagnosed with ADHD at 23, and we're coming up on the 6-month mark since my diagnosis, I would love to talk a little bit more about my lifestyle changes and routines that I do to optimize my special brain waves and how it does things differently, but I'm still able to get stuff done. With all that being said, if you guys like this video, please do not hesitate to like and drop a comment with this emoji down below if you made it all the way to the end. And if you are new here and you guys like this video, whether it's my personality, the editing, the vibes, or you just like the way things look, please do not hesitate to subscribe and join the family. I post new videos every single week over here on my channel, and I am so excited to see you on the next one. If you do decide to join along or continue our relationship, if you're already a subscriber / family member of mine. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. I cannot wait to see you on the next one. I hope you have an amazing morning, evening, or night wherever in the world, and I cannot wait to see you later. Bye everybody.